Okay, so I'm going to cover a little bit more about the extrusion because most of the time like people confuse on what to do whenever like they click this extrude function. Okay, so let's create a sphere. Okay, so this is just a normal sphere, and when you select like one of these faces, or maybe like 4, right, and you click extrude, people often like unsure. Okay, should I like use this whatever is given to you, or should I just press a W or move tool, because they are gonna give you a different result. Okay, because in reality there is 2 different type of extrusion. Okay, one is local extrusion and the other one is a global extrusion. Okay, now if you look at this icon, right, there is actually a little switch right here. Okay, so this switch actually responsible to switch between, again, local and global extrusion. Okay, so this is what local extrusion look like, and if I click this switch, okay, watch what happened to the position of this manipulator. You see how this is actually changed. Okay, so let's do the first one. Okay, so this is what local extrusion does. Okay, so it looks like that. Okay, so I'm gonna undo, right, and this time I'm going to click the switch, right, and I'm gonna use the same blue one, and I pull forward. You see how different, right? So it goes straight as compared to this one, so it's pointing outward. Okay, so the question is like, which one should I use? Well, it really depends on the shape you're trying to model. Okay, sometimes I use local, right, and sometimes I use global, right. And again, I'm going to give you a better picture, so I'm going to delete this object. I'm going to create torus, and I'm pressing Control A, and right down here I can actually like change on how the torus is shaped. So under poly torus, I click that, and I'm going to change the radius to maybe 0.2, so it will give me a thinner a donut or torus. I'm going to do the same one again, right? So I have like 2 exact donut. Now again, I'm going to select all these faces, right? So a better way to select all these ring is that I select one of them, and I'm going to press Shift and left mouse double click it, right? So it'll give me a nice ring like that. Okay, so it's pretty handy. So I'll do it again. So I'm pressing, I'm selecting one of them, and I'm Shift left mouse double click it. Okay, so it will give me a nice ring, provided like everything is quad. And again, if you have N-gon somewhere in here, it will break the selection. Okay, that's why like N-gon is something that you want to avoid. I can also do this, so I'll do it like vertically. So select one of them and Shift left mouse double click it. So it'll give me a nice ring. Now, again, I'm just gonna need like this ring, okay, and I'm going to use extrude, okay, and this time I don't click, so I'm just gonna use whatever manipulator they give me, and I just drag it. Okay, so this is what local extrusion does. Now I'm gonna move to this donut, right, and I'm gonna do the same thing, select all these ring, right, do extrusion, but this time I'm going to click the switch, right. Okay, I'm going to use my blue one, okay, and as I drag it, right, it'll give me this result. Okay, so something very different happening to your object or to your extrusion. And again, it depends on the shape that you're trying to model. There is no right or wrong yeah, extrusion here. Okay, so this is something that you might need to understand. Okay, and yeah, as for these exercises, it really depends. Sometimes I use yeah, this one, sometimes I use that one. It's just a matter of like the switch. Okay, but most of the time I might use the, yeah, I just press W because the object is still very simple. Okay, but again, it depends.